were you at the moment you actually heard you were number one?
Where was I? I was at home, actually. My mother was over from the States, so it was quite exciting for her.
Well, yeah, and were you anticipating the news all that day?
I'd been listening to the charts.
And were you sitting down when you heard the news?
Yeah, it was quite. It didn't really hit me though for a few days, you know. And it was quite exciting.
Of course, the whole thing is that you are from a rock and roll family, aren't you? Really?
Well, no, I mean, I'm from an artistic family. My mother's an artist and my father was a carpenter craftsman, and my brother was in a rock band in the 60s.
And does being number one, does it represent to you a kind of apex at a certain point?
I mean, it's exciting because more people will get to hear my music, and it's not all that's culminated in that one song. I mean, there's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
So now that people have heard that song and they know who I am, they can go out and buy my other records and be introduced to a different taste, maybe.
How did you come to do the song?
It was presented to me by my record company in the States, and I ended up first saying no, and then they let me rewrite the words.
So there was a bit of a kerfuffle. Was it the night before you were to record it?
But it was like I had to let them know, like the next day, you know, if I was going to do it, and I was ready to say no, and then they said, okay, we'll just rewrite the words, and you have one night to do it.
Are you good like that? I mean, the words come to you fairly easily.
If it's the kind of situation where it's like now or never, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
It's sort of an 11th hour writer, really.
Good bit of pressure is great, man. Now you're doing your first gig since you had your number one on AIDS Day. It's an AIDS benefit gig. Yeah. Did you deliberately choose to do this on the day?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's really. I mean, it just shows there's more to life than pop music. You know, I mean, it's such an important issue, and I just think.
And particularly this year because the theme is women and AIDS.
Yeah, it's women and AIDS, and it's not just the gig. It's a whole day, and I'm also going to be on the streets collecting money for AIDS Alliance.
I got a program. There's a collection all day, and there's things available in shops and colleges and tech and everywhere.
Yes, that's right.
And anything else like apart from it, will there be T-shirts and all the various?
I could see we have all the T-shirts.
See Izzy and all the gang here with you.
Right.
They're all whacking away hard. So you're going to take a collection box yourself out onto the
I'm
street,
going to be
are
on
you?
the streets collecting for the AIDS Alliance.
Are you feeling more and more Irish as time goes by?
No, I mean, not really. I mean, I'm an American living in Ireland, but I think that's a wonderful thing. So,
Somebody told me now, I know that you have a bit of a liaison with another musician from another band.
Yeah.
And he's Scottish, isn't he?
Yeah.
Somebody said you were thinking of sneaking off to Scotland.
I sneak off now and again, but I still live here.
But you're not going to abandon us, no. Now, will you be using the full band for the gig in the Olympia, yeah?
No, I'll be just using my keyboard player, Bruce.
And are you planning to rope in a few more of your fellow kind of rock stars and people for the day out on the streets and whatever?
Well, I know Simon Carmody's going to be joining me with his little collection box, and I'll try to get Gavin Friday out there as well.
Yeah, it's very important, isn't it, that everybody gets involved in this day,
absolutely.
Really.
It's a really important thing for everyone.
And especially now that you're a number one, you'll have even more and more attention.